These right here are a crazy pair of sneakers. The box is nothing too crazy, kind of disappointing, but you know, it's kind of like that pull-out style box. Kind of reminds me of those old Sacai boxes. Check out the size tag, Air Max 90 UOX Grateful Dead, obviously University of Oregon. Most bizarre collaboration ever. Nothing too crazy, like I said, just a pull-out style box. Nothing too crazy on the tissue paper there. But the shoes make up for the craziness. There is a ton to go over. First thing that pops out to me is this dope hang tag. You got a bunch of Grateful Dead ducks, of course, Oregon-esque. Very nice touch. The outsole is kind of like, I don't know if you would call it like aged, almost reminds me of like a comic book sketch. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just a little bit dusty on this black portion, I guess on the colored portions as well. Of course, you got your University of Oregon colors, all filled out air unit towards the back where you normally would get a normal air unit. It's all kind of filled in, if that makes sense. Again, more of that Oregon orange up here around the rubber portion, sort of sail midsole, crazy tie-dye pattern on this upper. It's all canvas, Air Max branding again with those University of Oregon colors. Really digging this swoosh here. You got sort of like a Chanel swoosh with a little bit of yellow underlays here. Stitching all along here is in that same tie-dye material. I love that detail. I think that's so dope. Mesh toe box, flat white style laces, but don't worry. If you're not digging these, we'll get into that in just a second here. More of that yellow rubber around the eyelet areas. Funky tag, Nike Air Max branding on that side. It Never Rains on this side with a Grateful Dead duck. Back tab, you get a Grateful Dead with, of course, the traditional Grateful Dead logo, but with that Oregon colorway, 1990. Very dope back heel tab. Insole on this pair is very dope too. On the left shoe, you get a bunch of Grateful Dead ducks. Here's the insole on the right shoe. Grateful Dead logo, University of Oregon, Nike branding. Tongue tab on the right shoe is a little different as well. You get University of Oregon, and on the back, you get your traditional Grateful Dead logo there. Besides that, the right shoe is pretty much the same. I mentioned laces earlier, and oh boy, you get a bunch of options. Green, pink, blue, yellow, red. You name it, you got it on this pair of sneakers. If you happen to be an Oregon fan, a Grateful Dead fan, and a Nike fan, this is the perfect shoe for you. And if you like Air Maxes too. Overall, man, I think these are so fire. As an Ohio State fan, I just can't stand Oregon, but I gotta admit, they always got the dopest shoes. But I wanna hear your thoughts and opinions on the Air Max 90 Grateful Dead University of Oregon triple collaboration. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Copper drop.